Hello dear students, welcome back to our channel Bhavani Commerce Academy. Today we'll see LIFO method, last in, first out. In the last video, we discussed FIFO method, first in, first out. That is given in the description box. This is the second method of pricing issue and it is very simple. Before doing problems, you need to understand the concept of LIFO method. It will be easy to calculate the solution. For example, if you are running a factory, you need to maintain warehouse and production department. Yes. When you purchase raw material from your supplier, then they will deliver to your warehouse. That is nothing but store. By production department request, you will issue raw material to production department. How much they required, they will request to warehouse. Then warehouse will issue that material according to the request to production department. This process happens normally in the business. So, what we do in LIFO method is nothing but last in, first out. So, whatever that has come last into the store, in that order only, it will go out first. So, last in, first out. Simple. Let's say one example. 1st October purchase 200 units at the rate of 10 rupees. So, this is the first purchase. And next 5th October purchase 100 units at the rate of 8 rupees. So, this is second purchase. 8th October purchase 100 units at the rate of 7 rupees. This is the third purchase. So, how many units are there here? 200 plus 100 plus 100. 400 units are available in our store. On 10th October, we have issued 250 units. So, 250 units we need to issue from our store because in our store available stock, total 400 units are available in our store because warehouse is purchased from the suppliers on 1st October, 5th October and 8th October. So, total available stock 400 units. From that 400 units, we need to issue this 250 units. So, how we need to issue from our store? That is the question here. So, here we are using LIFO method, last in, first out. Whatever comes in last, it has to go out first. So, మన స్టోర్ లోకి ఏది లాస్ట్ వచ్చింది? 1st October, 5th October, 8th October, 8th October. So, from the 8th October, first you need to issue the material. If you want to more stock to issue, then go to second purchase. If you have any requirement to issue, then go to first purchase. So, last in, first out. Okay, last purchase will issue first. Clear? See, here we need to issue 250 units. That means first we need to issue this 100. That 100 at the rate of what price? 7 rupees. So out of 250, 100 units are issued. Okay. How much left? 150. So go to second purchase. This 100 we are issuing at the rate of 8 rupees. Total 200 units are issued from the store. How much you required? Out of 250, 200 issued. Remaining 50, that is from first purchase. So, out of 200, we are issuing here 50 at the rate of what price here? 10 rupees. Okay, so total 250 units are issued from the store by using LIFO method, last in, first out method. Okay, so how much leftover stock here in our store? 150, because out of 200, we issued 50, remaining 150 units are available in our store on 10th date. Okay. So, this is the way we need to issue the material by using LIFO method. Let's start one solution. Okay. Ascertain the quantity of closing stock. Here we need to calculate the quantity of closing stock on 31st March and state the value under LIFO method. So, here we need to follow LIFO method. By using LIFO method, we need to find out the closing quantity as well as value. Okay. So, here given details are March 1st to March 28th. At the end of the month, we need to show the closing stock. Okay. So, here given details, opening stock, purchase and issue. Number of units, price per unit given. By using this data, we need to follow LIFO method. So, this is our stores ledger. When you want to calculate FIFO method or LIFO method, weighted average method or simple average method, we will use this format only. In this format, you have date, particulars, receipt, issue and balance column, and we have sub columns under receipt column, issue column and balance column, quantity, price and amount, that is rupees. Okay, you need to draw like this. So 2026 March 1st, so you need to follow date wise chronological order. Okay, so 2026 March 1st, opening stock So how many units are there? 300 at the rate of 20. Where we should write this opening stock? So stock is available in our store. So that you need to show in the balance of stores ledger. So if you have opening stock, directly you can write balance of stores ledger. So how much? 300 at the rate of 20. So 300 into 20, how much? 6,000. So what is the meaning of opening stock? Last month closing stock, unused stock should be called as this month opening stock. So close this. Next one, March 5th. Purchase 200 units at the rate of 22 rupees. So 5th March, what is that purchase? So goods received. At the time of purchase, we will receive goods. So that we can write goods received. So when you are purchasing, you are receiving goods. So that we are writing goods received. When you are receiving goods, you need to write in the receipt column, okay, as well as balance column. So how much? 200 at the rate of 22. Okay, so 22 into 200, 4,400. Okay, so when you are showing this balance, first you need to show available balance in the store. So how much balance is available in the last date? 300 stock. So that stock you need to show first. Okay, then on 5th March, we purchased 200 units. So 200 at the rate of 22, 4,400. Okay. On 5th March, how much quantity is available in our store? 300 at the rate of 20 and 200 at the rate of 22. So total 500 units of stock is available in our store. Okay. So when you are showing, you need to show like this. First purchase, second purchase. Next, on March 11th, issue 150 units. On March 11th, issue. Issue means when you are issuing material from our store, at the time of request of production department, store will issue the material. So that we need to write here requisition note. Or else you can write issue also, no problem. So at the time of requisition note, you need to write in the issue column. Okay, 150 units. So 150 units. How to issue that 150 units? By using LIFO method. At the time of issue only, we need to follow the method of issue. So what method we are using? LIFO method. So according to LIFO method only, you need to issue that 150 units. So what is the last purchase? 200. First purchase is 300. Last purchase is 200. Yes, from 200 you need to issue that 150. At the rate of what price? 22. So 150 into 22. 3,300. Now remaining leftover stock we need to show in our balance column. So how to show balance? This is also important. See, from 200 we issued 150. So 200 లో 150 పోయింది కాబట్టి 50 లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ స్టాక్ ఉంది. బట్ 50 ని మనం స్టార్టింగ్ లోనే చూపియొద్దు బికాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లాస్ట్ పర్చేస్. సో ఫస్ట్ వీ నీడ్ టు షో దిస్ 300 బికాస్ దిస్ ఇస్ ఫస్ట్ పర్చేస్. సో అకార్డింగ్ టు పర్చేస్ ఓన్లీ యూ నీడ్ టు షో ఇన్ ద బ్యాలెన్స్ కాలమ్. ఓకే, సో ఈ 300 యూనిట్స్ ఇష్యూ చేయలేదు కాబట్టి ఇంకా స్టోర్లోనే ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం ఇక్కడ చూపించేయాలి. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ 200 వీ ఇష్యూడ్ 150 యూనిట్స్. సో లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ హౌ మచ్? 50 at the rate of 22. So 50 into 22, 1100. Close this. Okay. And next, purchase 200 units at the rate of 23. So at the time of purchase, what we should write? Goods received. Okay. So how many goods we received? 200 units at the rate of 23. At the time of goods received, we are writing in the receipt column. 200 at the rate of 23. 4,600. Okay. And at the time of purchase, you need to show balance in our store. At the time of purchase, our store will increase. At the time of issue, our store will decrease. ఓకే, బికాస్ మనం పర్చేస్ చేసినప్పుడు స్టాక్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది స్టోర్లో, అదే ఇష్యూ చేసినప్పుడు డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో వీఆర్ పర్చేసింగ్ మీన్స్ స్టోర్ విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్. అండ్ హౌ టు షో బ్యాలెన్స్ హియర్? ఫస్ట్ యూ నీడ్ టు షో ఫస్ట్ బ్యాలెన్సెస్, available balances. So first purchase here available. from the second purchase 50 units are available, and again we purchased 200 units, that is third purchase, at the rate of 23 4,600. Okay, so close this. March 24th, issue 150 units. 24th March, issue means requisition note, where we should write under issue. How many units? 150. At the time of issue only, we need to check which method we are using. Which method we are using? LIFO method, last in, first out. So how many units we need to issue? 150 from last purchase. So what is the last purchase here? 200. From 200 you need to issue this 150. At what rate? 23. So ఈ 200కి ఏ ప్రైస్ ఉందో ఆ ప్రైస్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. So 150 into 23. 3,450. Okay. Then we need to show balance. How to show our balance now? First you need to show first purchase, then we need to show second purchase, then leftover stock in our store. That is also we need to show from the last purchase. So 300 not issued from the store. 50 also not issued from the store. From 200 we issued 150. So that leftover stock is 50 at the rate of 23. So 50 into 23. 1150. Okay, close this. And next, again we have issue 200 on March 28th. So 28th March, requisition note. So how much? 200. So 200 we need to issue. Okay, so how to issue? Last in, first out. What is the last purchase in the last date? 50. So first we need to issue this 50. 50 at the rate of 23, 1150. Then out of 200, 50 issued. Leftover 150. That 150 you need to issue from the store. So this 50 is completed. Go to second purchase. So this 50 we are taking 50 at the rate of 22. So what is the price? 22. So 22 into 50, 1100. Okay. So 100 units are issued from the store. Out of 200, 100 issued from the store. Remaining how much we need to issue? 100. Because 200 minus 100, 100. More 100 we required. Yes, that 100 we need to take from the first purchase. So from 300 we are taking 100 at the rate of 20. So 100 into 20, 2000. Okay, so how to show balance now? See, from the first purchase, how much leftover stock is there? Out of 300, 100 issued. Remaining 200 at the rate of 20. So 4,000. Okay, and this 50 issued from the store, and this 50 also issued from the store. So only we have 200 is left. That is the closing stock on 31st March. 31st March closing stock. So if it is closing stock, don't write in receipt column and issue column. Just we need to write in the balance column. How much leftover stock? Leftover stock is nothing but unused stock, unissued stock. Okay. So 4,000 is the value of 200 units of stock. This is the closing stock by using LIFO method, last in, first out method. Okay. Take a screenshot. So if you understood, share to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.